Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders, the elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the elect scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, the men on the highways and the byways, pushing this word and truth and sincerity, to the remnant men, women, and children of the elect. To you all I say Shalom. My name is Ahmawan Ahyash, back with another lesson through the pound spray, how about Yahawashi, and Lord willing, this is edifying. I just wanted to jump into something really quick through the spirit. As of a few hours ago, the mayor of New York City, Eric Adams, has been indicted. Okay, and as it says here from the New York Times, Eric Adams is indicted after federal corruption investigation. Okay, now this is something that's very unprecedented. I don't think there's ever been a mayor that has been indicted on federal charges before. So this is something that is, again, unprecedented and very new to all of us. Spiritually, what I got from this lesson I'm doing now is actually laying back off of the lesson that I did the other day. Okay, because I feel like this is also a part of the confusion. Okay, I believe this is all a part of the deception. Okay, the masses are being deceived. The wool is being pulled over your eyes. Okay, and it's all by design. Okay, it's all by design. None of this stuff is real. None of this stuff seems to be real. None of this stuff seems to be genuine. Okay, the masses are being deceived. Okay, by Esau Edom. Okay, who is the so-called white man who has the control of this system that we currently function in. Okay, you look at all the stuff that's going on in politics. Trump getting 2 assassination attempts sent his way. You got this thing with this Eric Adams situation. You got all the controversy behind Kamala Harris and her identity, and who's her parents and what's her ethnicity, and all of this different type of stuff. You got the stuff with Diddy that's going on, and it seems like every day, every few hours, some new information is coming out. All the blogs, all of the podcasts are now chiming in, and is dominating the news feeds. Okay, especially social media, and you know how people have given themselves over to social media. The social media is people lives. This is how you get updated on everything. Go to your news feed on your social media platforms, and you'll see everything. Okay, and this is the way that this is how they choose to feed you your information and deceive you. Okay, I believe this thing with Eric Adams is a deception tactic. Okay, nothing more, nothing less. We got the election, the so-called election, with the presidency, Donald Trump and Kamala Harris coming up soon. You got all this stuff happening with this war talk. I just seen Alex Jones did a video going into how NATO has been conducting war drills that are aimed towards, going to war with Russia. Okay, they've been doing nuclear drills. Okay, that are preparing for war with Russia. Okay, and this is all spiritual. This is all scriptural. So we know through the pound spray how about Shemashai, this is the part of the prophecies that come to pass, and this is going to be the events that are going to lead to the destruction and the downfall of the American society of Babylon the Great. Okay, because things will collapse here in America, and which will lead to all different types of atrocities, all different types of purge-like events. Okay, when the storehouses are empty, when the dollar collapses, and chaos. The scriptures say, "The love of many shall wax, but the love of many shall wax cold. Okay. Iniquity will abound. Iniquity, there will be a high level of chaos and iniquity going on. Okay. And you're going to see people turn against them. Say, scriptures say, Egyptian shall fight against Egyptian. Okay. There will be a lack of bread. There will be a lack of resources. There will be a lack of love. Okay. And unity. It'll be everything except that in these times to come. Okay. It says here from the New York Times, Eric Adams is indicted after federal corruption investigation. The indictment makes Mr. Adams the first sitting mayor of New York City to be charged with a federal crime. And the little caption here says, Mayor Eric Adams of New York has consistently maintained that he has done nothing wrong. I'm not going to read this whole thing. I'm just going to read a part of it. Just, so you get the gist of it. You can just Google it and get some information. This is Eric Adams, a retired police captain who was elected as New York City's 110th mayor nearly 3 years ago on a promise to rein in crime, has been indicted in a federal corruption investigation with knowledge of the matter said. The indictment remained sealed on Wednesday night, and it was unclear what charges Mr. Adams will face. But the federal investigation has focused at least in part on whether Mr. Adams and his campaign conspired with the Turkish government to receive illegal foreign donations. When the indictment is made public, Mr. Adams will become the first New York City mayor to face a federal charge while in office. The indictment promised to reverberate across the nation's largest city and beyond, plunging Mr. Adams' embattled administration further into chaos just months before he is set to face challenges in a hotly contested mayoral primary. Okay, so this is what's going down. This is what's in the news. I've been getting notifications ever since it happened, and I'm sure you brothers and few amount of sisters have been as well. Okay. It says here, meanwhile, Adams responded to the indictment both in written, also statements, and video statements on Wednesday night. He says, I also knew that if I stood my ground for New Yorkers, that I would be a target, and a target I became. If I am charged, I am innocent and will fight this with every ounce of my strength and spirit. So, I mean, that's what you expect them to say. Okay, we don't know whether he's guilty or innocent, but who the fuck cares? We don't know, and we don't care either. Okay, because this is all of this stuff is contributing factors for the downfall and destruction of America, of Babylon the Great. This place is the absolute land of confusion, and that's their goal. Is to confuse you, is to deceive you. Okay, and have you believing in the matrix, have you believing in an illusion, have you believing in a lie. This place is a lie. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 30, verse 3. I'll just start from the top. Isaiah 30:3. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord Yahawah, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. And this is to you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. You're considered rebellious children. You know why? Because you're gonna give yourselves over to this whole thing. Just like you've given yourself over to the whole presidential debate, the presidential nominees and the races and casting your vote and all this bullshit. That means nothing. Right? That has no real impact. Not knowing it's the will of Yahawah that will make all of this happen, that will make all of this stuff pop off anyway. Right? You trust in the man, you believe in the man, is what's going to get you destroyed. Is why you're known as the rebellious children. And it says, woe unto you. Woe unto the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but of not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. Okay, and because you don't acknowledge the power and spirit of Yahawah, because you acknowledge mayors and presidents and all these elected officials, because that's who you listen to, roughly, plainly put. Okay, that's who you believe in, that's who you trust in to make things right. Verse 2 says that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and trust in the shadow of Egypt. Okay, and that's what America is, the shadow of Egypt. Okay, all of the abominable things that you see here in Babylon, it's happened in many of these other kingdoms prior to Babylon. Okay, including Egypt. Okay, because America is spiritually Egypt. Verse 3 says, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be ashamed, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. Okay, and that's the point I wanted to make. Okay, the trust in the shadow of Egypt, which is America, your confusion. America is one big ball of goddamn confusion. All right, people don't even know whether they're man or woman nowadays. Democrat or Republican, conservative or liberal, gay or straight. You know what I'm saying? It's all manner of abominable wickedness going on here, man. And we cannot wait to Yahawashi brings the hammer down on this place and completely just does away with it, because it's that time. It's so ripe. The harvest is ripe, and Yahawashi is coming with that sickle, okay, to swipe and to get rid of you fucking expendables, man. You goddamn good for nothings. Sick of this place, man. Check this out. I found this on Twitter. And it's called... Listen to this shit. Listen to this nigga, okay? Now, we all know the scandals that's going on with him and everything. If you ain't been under a rock somewhere, then you know that this man is in jail and his goddamn feet's in hot water. But also, look at what he has to offer. Look at what he so-called put together. Look at what he is trying to get you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans to do. Just listen to this.
And it's called Our Black Party. Okay. And it's called Our Black Party. Okay. It's time for us to have our own black political party, unapologetically. Because right now, if you look at the debates, we're not even a part of the conversation. Not at all. We're not a part of the conversation. We don't have any political power. We don't have any political leverage. And so we started Our Black Party with some young, fearless black activists, elected officials, and I've stepped up and put the money behind it. Mm-hmm. This is the biggest threat and the only option that we have right now as far as making a change, taking our own self-responsibility and accountability to be educated and empowered with our vote.
So what's the goal for our Black Party?
Our Black Party's number one goal is to unify behind a black agenda. Mm-hmm. That's it. Mm-hmm. You could be a part of the Democratic Party, the Republican Party, you could be an independent, but if you black, you wasn't born Republican, you wasn't born Democrat, you wasn't born independent, you was born black. Mm-hmm. And we have to seize our political power, because it'll just be more the same. Being pushed this way, being pushed that way, and we expecting
a different result.
Mm-hmm. But the definition of insanity is like doing the same thing over and over the same way, expecting a different result, and it's not going to happen. Mm-hmm. So we have to change the tone. We got to start with us stepping up and really taking the responsibility and accountability to be a part of this political movement.
The hardest part of that is going to be getting other black people to buy into it.
This is not for all black people. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? This is not for the scary ones. Mm-hmm.
Hey, not for nothing, but he sound like us. Cause this truth, this ain't for all black people. Okay? But I'm gonna stop it there. And there's a couple things I just want to touch on real quick, because all I'm hearing is confusion, uncertainty. He mentioned things like we don't have a political party. We don't have political leverage. Okay? You know why? Because this is a beast system. That's why. And the beast system doesn't include your black ass. Okay? You can't sit at the table and make no real decisions. They'll use you as a pawn. Okay? They'll use you as a lesser luminary. Okay? So because you have influence amongst so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, but you can't start no goddamn political party here under the beast. He's stupid, man. You're just a bunch of niggas, spicks, and wetbacks and tontos to them. They don't give a goddamn about you. You don't get to set up nothing of your own. Okay, you get told what to do here in America, Babylon. Okay, you're brought here to serve your captivity. You are brought here to serve your enemy. Okay. He said, this is our only option to start this whole little black political party. Okay. We got to be educated and empowered with our vote. See, that's the problem. You think you've gotten people to buy into the idea that your vote matters, because remember back in whenever that was, I guess when Obama was first running, they had that whole rock the vote movement, and this nigga was the spearhead. All right, they chose a goddamn freak like Diddy to be the face of it. All right, the black agenda. Nobody give a goddamn about no black agenda. Because the only thing a black agenda will accomplish is more nigga shit. Excuse my French, man, but I'm frustrated with Jake, man. And at the same time, knowing 2/3 is gonna be 2/3, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't even really say or do anything about it, but it's just still fresh. And all you hear this guy talk about is black, this, blackity, black agenda, black party, black this, empowered black. You niggas are so far gone from your identity is a damn shame, man. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are Israelites, man. Okay, God's chosen people. And this is just all confusion. This is all a part of the disruption and the deception of the masses, especially amongst you Jakes, man. All right? And this nigga Diddy's going down. This nigga's going down. Hey, and not for nothing, this nigga might not see the light of day. This nigga might he either gonna kill himself or they gonna kill us or something. It ain't good. I'll tell you that. Okay? And regardless of the outcome, again, it's all a part of the confusion. Okay? That's what you can count on here in America, in Babylon. Absolute confusion and disruption. All right, let me get one scripture. I only had a couple of scriptures prepared for this lesson, because again, this is just a land back off of yesterday, where I went into the deception. So Isaiah 5:20, it says, "Woe to them that call evil good and good evil, okay, and put darkness for light." Everything that this man's talking about in this video, all right, talking about our own political party, talking about rocking the vote, and then being empowered and using your vote, that's darkness, man. Okay? That's absolute darkness. Talking about that's our only option. No, your only option should be turned into Yahawashi. All right? That's light. The shit you talking is darkness, man. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. This is the land of goddamn confusion, man. I hate it here, man. Verse 21, woe unto them that are wise in their own sight and prudent in their own sight. That's these niggas. Him and Charlemagne the God. These niggas think they smart. They're wise and prudent in their own sight, but they just gonna lead these people into a ditch. Okay, the blind leadeth the blind, man. And both of them shall fall into a ditch. That's what we're seeing. This is what we're witnessing with these Jakes, man. All right, and all of you who follow these men and they're your idols and you hold them up, you hold them up as if they're gods or something, man. Yahawashi has to come back and destroy this place, man. All right. So I'm going to leave it there, man. All right, I hope you were edified. As always, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahawashi, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the elect. Shalom.